Hi Stampers, I'm Nancy Novak from StampandShout.com. Welcome to the grand finale of our Jolly Words series. Today we're switching things up as we create a delightful candy bar wrapper that's not just a treat for the taste buds, but also a feast for the eyes. We're going to be using the Santa image here, and I switched it up a little bit. I'm using the Oh Holy Night Designer Series paper because this paper pack has several different starry sky designs, and it creates the perfect backdrop for Santa and his reindeer as they go soaring through the sky. So stay tuned because this project's quick, it's easy, and it's guaranteed to inspire you to create your own. So let's dive in and see how the Jolly Words Santa adds the perfect touch to this festive treat holder. So the supplies are very minimal. I have a crumb cake base that is 6 inches by 5.5 inches. And then I have a piece of Designer Series paper that is 6 inches by 4 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my candy bar. And I want to wrap the Designer Series paper around it. I'm actually going to wrap both of them around it. I just want to get a little bit of a template or an area where I know to stamp the Santa image. I don't want it to be off center. So I am actually just going to put a little tiny bit of adhesive right where my Designer Series paper is going to land up. And we're putting it right in the center there. And then I'm just going to bring in my candy bar, and it fits right in the middle. And I'm just going to close this up and wrap it around. And I'm not going to do anything more right now. I just wanted to get that little bit of a lined image so I know where to stamp my Santa scene. So I'm going to stamp him in Versamark, and I'm going to heat emboss it with white embossing powder. And again, this is a big stamp, so I'm taking the ink pad to the stamp and inking it all up. Okay, so here's where my little fold is. I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to actually look and see where that star lands before I actually stamp. Let's see if I put it this way. I think that's going to be perfect. One thing I wanted to mention is I said this is 4 by 6. And with this Santa stamp, it just fits exactly. In fact, a little bit of the sleigh is going to hang over the edge. So if you're going to make this, you might want to make your paper to be about 4 1/4. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my embossing tool, my little tray, and all the little tools that go with it. And I'm going to sprinkle this with white embossing powder and then heat it up. Okay, well that is just adorable. I love that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're actually going to attach the Designer Series paper to the crumb cake piece. So there's a little piece there that's not glued, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on a piece of scrap and fit it underneath here and put some glue on there. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in our candy bar and wrap the wrapper around it. You just want to be a little bit careful so you don't break your candy bar. And now I can go ahead and seal this closed, and I'm going to use some tear and tape. Okay, so now we're going to put some ribbon on here, and it's going to be a slider, and that's how you're going to get it out of the wrapper. So I've made these a lot. This candy bar wrapper is one of my favorites, and it holds a regular size candy bar, so it's perfect for a stocking stuffer, or it's a thoughtful gift for friends and colleagues. And one of the things that I always do is when you get your candy bars, there's this flap on each end. And sometimes when you're sliding it in and out, it wants to get caught. So I just glue it down a little bit with some tape And I have this one already done. That way it slides out and it doesn't get caught. That's just a little tip, just because I know that because I've made so many of these. Okay, now we're going to bring in our ribbon, and I am using the Real Red and Burlap Ribbon Combo Pack. So you get 2 rolls of this, and it's just perfect for this project. And we need about, let's see, this is about 18 inches of the burlap ribbon and about 12 inches of the red, just enough to tie a bow is what the red one is for. So we're going to wrap the burlap ribbon around our candy bar. And I'm going to bring in a glue dot, or you could use a little bit of Scotch tape if you want, just to hold it in place. I'm just going to put a glue dot up here, kind of hold my ribbon in place, and I'll do the same thing on the back. Okay, now our candy bar is going to slide right in here, right in the wrapper. And then we're going to take our red ribbon and tie a bow up here at the top. Okay, just like that. And then the candy bar just slides right out. And isn't that pretty? Isn't that Jolly Word Santa perfect? It's just perfect for this project, right? It's so darn cute. I love it. So let's look at all of our cards this week that we made using the Jolly Words stamp set. I hope I gave you some great ideas on how to use this stamp set because it is adorable. It's very cute. Great for kid cards too, your grandkids or your nieces and nephews or the little neighborhood kids. And then there's also this one, which has the twisted ribbon technique. But there they are. And if you go to my blog, I have project sheets for all the cards and great big pictures so you can see them really well up close. And then these 3 cards right here are the cards that are included in my Stamp and Craft kit. These are the featured cards. And that offer is good through Saturday, November 18th, using my host code. And those kits will be mailed right to your house. It's just a little thank you. And if you remember, I will be slowing down with my weekday videos. So make sure you keep that notification bell checked because unexpected videos will still pop up here and there. And I can't wait to surprise you with some of my holiday projects. So stay tuned and keep that creative spirit alive. Don't be shy. Stamp and shout.